Welcome. How are you today? Happy Monday or happy Moon Day. Today is August the 19th, 2024, and the time is somewhere around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boy, do we have an amazing show for you all today. So check in, family. I am so glad to have you all here. I'm glad to be here for this exciting time. We are so blessed and fortunate to be alive for this amazing time and this fantastic interview that we're going to have today. We're going to have two special guests. One is an independent journalist and researcher who has been digging into a lot of the details of different trusts that will fund humanity globally and that will make us all free and completely wipe out all debt. So his name is a brother Alfredo, and I'll think of his, I can't remember his last name. We'll bring it up in a few minutes, but Mr. Alfredo will come on and he will be our co-host and introduce our amazing guest today, who is, according to her testimony and the proof that she brings, the sole executor that will trigger the green light that will inject trillions into the global economy and completely liberate humanity. So check in, family. Let us know where you're hailing from. Right now, I see we have 206 people, 209 people right now in the chat. This is exciting. Share the video, like the video, whether you're on YouTube or Rumble, LinkedIn, or Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are hailing from, wherever you're watching from, like the video. Please share the video with your family members. Let them know that so much is going on where the whole world is about to be liberated and set free. So I have to be careful with my trigger words, but let me just say this information will completely fund different economic and security acts that are global and national. So you know what I'm saying without actually saying it, because YouTube is sensitive. If for some reason YouTube takes down this video, you can find it. It will be recorded and saved on my Rumble show on rumble.com. And when you go to rumble.com, look for Dr. Kia Pruitt. Okay, so it will be recorded there as well as here on my YouTube channel. You know, they've already taken off 6 of my YouTube channels, but we just keep going. I don't know if you all knew this, but I was threatened not to give this information. I was literally threatened that I could get in trouble if I brought on my special guest, the amazing, beautiful, magnificent trigger for the green light that will liberate humanity. I was told you should not give this interview because some people are saying she is not the real deal and you could get in trouble. And I said, you know what? God is my protector. God is my covering. God is my guard. God is the one who sanctioned me. God is my Lord and Savior. God is the one who has given me this commission, and only to God will I give an answer, because I am sent by God and because I love humanity with all my heart, with all my mind, with all my soul, and with all my strength. I will continue on. And that's why I'm here today, family. So keep checking in. I see you all checking in from all over the country and all over the globe. So first, let me bring on my co-host. Not my special guest, but my co-host. Hi, Alfredo. How are you?
Hello, Dr. Kia. Good morning. Good morning to all the listeners of the show. How are you doing today?
We're
And
doing
we will be having a fantastic show today.
Yeah, so you say good morning. You are in the Philippines. What time is it there in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's 23 minutes past the hour of 8.
Okay. And it's 23 past 8 in the PM. Okay, here in America, in Florida. So Alfredo S. Francisco, let me just give a little bit about you and then we'll bring on our special guest. Is that okay?
Sure.
So you are an independent researcher and a truth seeker. According to you, you were on a trajectory to becoming an architect, if my memory serves me correctly, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
You are a former overseas Filipino worker, traveling and working with different nationalities. That's exciting.
Yeah.
The experience that you had traveling was the milestone of your work, at which it somehow prepared you for this great time in which you're living to fulfill your role as the person who would introduce and find out information about the princess, Princess Elizabeth. You believe that it was your destiny that was the driving force that made things happen for a reason. Your journey, according to you, in your life before meeting Princess Elizabeth is a revelation of hidden truth that paved the way for you to actually write a book that's intertwined in the life
Absolutely.
of Elizabeth. Can you tell us a little bit about your book before we bring on our special guest today?
Yeah, the book I wrote was written way back in 2019 when we have this COVID pandemic because we
Oh,
were locked down, locked up at home. We cannot go out for maybe some about 45 days. So instead of doing nothing, it came up to me that I should write a book, something about that's gonna be interesting.
hmm.
So it just occurred to me to put up the title World Economic Crisis on Geopolitical, Biblical, and Economic Perspective.
Hmm.
So that's the title of the book,
Oh,
The
wow.
Global Crisis, when it comes to the biblical aspect, the geopolitical aspect, and in our economic aspect. And
Yeah.
there it goes. It's
And as
just it hit the bullseye about the
as
life of a princess and what's going on around from the past, the present, and eventually the future.
so as you were writing that book, then you started your search for the princess. Is that right?
Yeah, I was stuck up somewhere when I was encountered with the story of the Queen of Sheba because
Mm,
I had to look for that personality in order for me to connect what's going to happen in the near future.
wow. Okay. Well, very interesting. Now we'll get into that a little bit, like how you came to know her and why it was that you were finding, looking for her. But I want to just read a little bit about her biography and then we'll bring her on. Is that okay?
Yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on. I love your energy. Now look at this beautiful, beautiful woman. Isn't she stunning? Oh my gosh, she is just gorgeous. Let me read something about this beautiful, beautiful lady that I had the privilege of meeting, along with meeting Alfredo. But I want to first say thank you so much to Sister Glenn. Glenn is a Filipina or a Filipino American who I guess met the Queen Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth, or came to know about her. And she told me about her and contacted me on social media and said, you have to meet this beautiful woman. She is the sole executor of a certain thing. And I'll tell you what it is in a minute that will liberate humanity. So I want to give Sister Glenn a shout out and say thank you so much. I am honored and privileged and so humbled by this wonderful opportunity to meet Alfredo and our beautiful, amazing princess. So let me just read something about our princess before we bring her on. Shredded in mystery and raised in secrecy, she holds the key to change humanity's course for a better future. She is a mother, a former banker, and now founder and CEO of a humanitarian organization where she is able to fulfill her purpose of liberating humanity. This woman comes from a very unique and special bloodline that has prepared her for the unique mission to liberate all of humanity from geopolitical, economic, and spiritual slavery. Many people have claimed this single most valuable role that can be bestowed upon an individual, but none of them, not one, have stood the scrutiny of investigative eyes. Here with us now on today's show, the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show, to reveal what she has kept cloaked in secrecy until the right time for humanity's ascension and complete liberation is none other than my special guest, the sole executor of the Rodriguez Trust, King Solomon Wealth, and Marcos Wealth, the three-in-one described as the M1, Princess Elizabeth Santiago Rodriguez Marcos Ruiz, also known as Princess Elizabeth Enrique Ruiz. Family, please help me to welcome to some. and introduce to others none other than our amazing, beautiful Princess Elizabeth. Princess, I'm going to bring you on right now. Welcome to the show. Welcome, gorgeous.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
Hello,
Good
good
evening to
morning.
it and everyone. Globally, I guess we have all different time and hours. But again, it is my honor to be on your show,
Yes.
Dr. Kia. And of
Oh,
course, I was so overwhelmed with your introduction. But let me tell you this, that everything has happened for a lot of good reason to all of us.
yes, ma'am.
Remember, a lot of people were selected, but few are chosen to be able to be in this special and amazing journey that we're heading on
Yes.
our year one. Right now we're heading to 1000 years, so we're all going to be working together, team, and get along and working with harmonious way, in a way that we're all going to be all kind of I don't know what to say, because I cannot even express how I feel. But I guess when the time is right, it is, because remember again, place, the right person, and the right time.
Yes.
Now, for all of those who are actually listening to our show today, this is the time that what you call the platinum or the 50 years jubilee that is going to happen to our global planet Earth. That, of course, we have three jubilee: 1923, 1973, and 2023 is the jubilee. When you say 50 years jubilee, that was the time that this world how we say it, global wealth is going to be the only largest in the history of humanity, that is going to reveal and come out and release this huge that you can even imagine, because it's never ending, it's endless. That's
Yes.
why all of us has to be prepared, because when the time comes and everything has to be distributed and to be able to come out, the release is not the problem. But the question now is, when all of us being, for humanity's sake, that are we all ready to accept this, and what are we going to do about it?
Mm,
What is your purpose? What is your existence? What is the importance of you in this planet Earth? Maybe you have a role to do. Maybe you have something to make a difference. Maybe you're a part of our journey. But again, remember again, this is all together with spiritual, physical, and material. It has to go both, all of those. It can't be one. It has to be balanced. So, in other words, whether everything is really happening for physical and material, when the spiritual said, no, it can't be happened yet. This
mm,
is not the right time yet. We have to wait for that green light, not only for people or material and physical, but as far as the spiritual in our creator will be the most amazing, how do you call it, incredibly revelation that we all have to wait, and we're all waiting for that. So, meaning to say, because in the past a couple of years I've heard a lot of people try to create someone like me, but actually it's a man, they didn't know it's a woman.
mm,
That was 2002. So if everybody can understand and remind, or they can remember, that including the Philippine government, the US government, including the committee of 300, where is that in our global?
mm,
And even from London, England, with the Queen Elizabeth II, who actually passed away a couple of years ago.
mm,
Windsor, Queen Elizabeth II, Windsor, they all put together a plan to be able to find this Filipino guy from one of the city in our country, knowing, because they can create someone maybe due to physical and material. But remember again, when they never pass the spiritual, it will not gonna succeed. And
mm.
they try to trigger the World Bank during